Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of the Disney Dining Show. I'm Pete Werner, and I am joined, actually, you can't see them right now, but I'm joined by Charles and Steve, who's holding the camera. There's Charles. We are in Hollywood Studios today at the Hollywood Brown Derby, checking out the Hollywood Brown Derby Lounge. And I am sad to say this is, I believe, my first time. I may have done it once before, I don't remember. But I think pretty sure this is my first time. But then again, I have very few brain cells left, so it's entirely possible I've been here multiple times and was just in a blackout. But I'm interested to check it out. It's really nice because you can just walk up, and if there's a table, you just sit down. There's no ADRs here, none of that stuff. They have a nice little small bites menu, the Cobb Salad, which is $11. A cheese and charcuterie board, which is $20. Cochinita, Pibble, steamed buns, don't ask me. It's green tomatillo, habanero sauce, and pickled onions for $14. Andouille crusted shrimp for $15. And Derby sliders for $17. So that's their small bites menu. They have a lot of specialty alcoholic beverages and non-alcoholic beverages. So we just decided to order all the small bites and check it out. So let's see how they are. That duck slider is even better than the beef slider, and the beef slider was friggin' amazing.
Yeah, the beef slider is like it's a perfectly made beef slider. It was great, but the duck slider is really unique. I love duck, and I don't think I've ever had something like that, like a shredded duck slider kind of thing. And they also do this awesome thing on that charcuterie board where it's like a jar of duck that she said was like ground up and then soaking in its own fat. You use on a cracker.
Much like myself.
Yeah, and it is absolutely delicious. They do like some surprising, awesome things with duck here.
Now, the charcuterie board in general is really something. The cheddar is excellent. The blue cheese is excellent. A little bit of prosciutto.
I want to try that meat pate. Right?
Yeah. It's good. I've had better.
Yeah. These shrimp, I know you're not a seafood guy, but Steve and I tried it. And the shrimp with the, I think it's grits, but, grits or polenta, but it is absolutely phenomenal. It's really, really
That's a
good.
polenta, yeah.
Yeah. And the polenta is just as good as the shrimp itself. Like, I could eat that all day.
My second bite of the pate was better than the first.
There are like bits of cheese in it that you like.
There's bits of everything in this.
Yeah.
It's really, really good.
That salami is great, right?
Oh yeah, it's really good. But it's you really gotta gnaw through it a little bit, but I like that. It's almost like beef jerky. Yeah, it's really good. Let me try this. I'm breaking a piece off. Is cheddar supposed to be flaky like this?
Yeah.
Like good cheddar?
Good cheddar. No, it has dandruff.
I think I like bad cheddar better.
Really? That was a really good cheddar.
You don't like this?
No. I mean, it's not bad.
I love that, but try the honey one. I don't think anybody's tried that yet.
All right.
And that prosciutto that they have with it is like surprisingly sweet.
Oh yeah, I like this much better. It's a lot softer.
Might need to be mixed up more.
I mean, that was good, but essentially it's just Cobb salad. Let me a little bit of vinaigrette, get a little more meat in the bite. Yeah, I mean,
This is really good.
it's not like mind-altering, but it is probably one of the best duck salads I've ever had, or salads I've ever had.
This salad's really good. Okay, so we have now sampled everything on the Small Bites menu here at the Hollywood Brown Derby Lounge. And I gotta be honest, of the 5 different items that were ordered, I'm having a hard time picking which one was my favorite because everything I tried was either good or incredible. So I'll just stick to the Incredibles then, I guess. The Derby sliders, there's 2 of them. Now, keep in mind, this is $17 for 2 sliders. It's expensive. They're $8.50 a piece. But it's a Wagyu beef slider with Swiss cheese or a smoked Gouda cheese, bacon, tomato, and some avocado. It's absolutely out of this world. But then they do a duck confit with chipotle vegetable slaw, sweet onion, orange marmalade, or like preserve on there. Was absolutely mind-blowing. I think that was my favorite thing that I ate. I thought the charcuterie board at $20 is a good charcuterie board. It's really good stuff on there. Again, it's expensive for what it is, but the quality is there. So it may not be big, but what's there is really, really good. The Cobb Salad I thought was phenomenal as well. Everything was fresh. It's the Cobb Salad you get inside, just smaller. And for me, it didn't need the vinaigrette dressing that came with it. I did not try the shrimp because I don't eat seafood. And the steamed buns was my least favorite. It was good, but it wasn't like, oh wow, I need to go. There was definitely some the pickled onions in it. I thought I don't really like pickled anything. So that flavor just kind of throws me off. Whereas, like I said, with those sliders, that duck confit, the quality of the duck that they're using, the shredded duck, coupled with that orange citrus sauce, it's absolutely sublime. It was so good. So, and what I liked is that it's a busy day here, and we were able to just walk in. Now, there's not a lot of tables, so I'm sure it's difficult to get a table. I think we might have gotten lucky, but there's a line of people over there waiting now to do exactly this. So, but I give this really, really high marks.
Okay, so first off, this is my first Disney dining experience in 2019, and it has gone awesomely. I don't want to waste too much time mirroring stuff Pete has already said. Crash. So the Derby sliders are wonderful. I personally would recommend the duck just because it's more unique, but if duck's not your thing and you go for the Wagyu beef sliders, they were done perfectly. You'll still really, really like them. The steamed buns they were good, but they were lowest on my list. Steve and I both did have the andouille crusted shrimp with Cotswold cheddar grits. I kept calling them polentas, but they're Cotswold cheddar grits, and the grits themselves were awesome. The shrimp was really, really good. It was one of my favorite things on the menu, and I would definitely get it again, and for a solid $15, I think that is a good choice. It was the first time I'd ever had their Cobb Salad, and I think, more than anything else I've ever had in the parks, it had a mixture of being filling enough to where if I just ordered that, it would satisfy me, but not so filling that I would feel gross if I immediately hopped on Tower of Terror right around the corner, or any other thing. I think it's honestly like a perfect filling park meal kind of thing, and it's one of the reasons why they still offer it and will continue to offer it. So the Small Bites version of that was completely great, but overall there wasn't anything disappointing, and the location is really nice. You get the people watching, you have umbrellas. It's a little warm out today, but we're still kind of cool and breezy here. For those who do drink, there's a bar right there. For those who don't, they do have espressos, espresso list if you want to get that at the end of your meal. But all in all, just a wonderful experience and a great way to start out 2019 Disney eating for me. So
Okay, like Charles and Pete mentioned, everything was really good. For me, the winner though was the shrimp. I think it was by far my favorite thing. The grits, I think if you have to get the shrimp and the grits on the same forkful and like together, it was so good. Charcuterie board, I'm not that adventurous, and so some of the bolder cheeses just aren't for me. I like cheddar cheese, but I don't know. Maybe I like my, pull it out of the package and have it.
They need to put chicken nuggets on it.
Well, I don't know, but I'd be okay with that. But I guess I'm not into fancy cheeses like that. Cobb salad was really good. I agree with Charles that it's a very good thing to have if you're, going to be running around doing theme park things and going on rides, and so that is a good call. The steamed buns, we all were kind of in agreement that they were still good, and I think in a lot of places we would have, said that they were, one of the better things. But here, because everything else was really, really delicious, it was just okay. It was actually on the lower end. The Derby sliders, I was expecting that to be my favorite thing, the Wagyu beef slider in particular, and it was probably my second favorite, right below the shrimp. But yeah, overall, I think this is a great place to come. If you're looking for a quick meal, looking for a lighter meal on a theme park day. So overall, I enjoyed it, and I recommend coming here.
All right, so there you have it. That's our look at the Hollywood Brown Derby Lounge here at Disney's Hollywood Studios, and that will do it for this week's episode of the Disney Dining Show. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll be back with you again next week. Bye.